All right, all right. Good morning if you're in Australia, and good afternoon if you're in the States. Yeah, back again live. You have to excuse me for the first few minutes of these live streams. I've pretty much just waken up. It is currently 4:58 a.m. here in Australia. Hope you guys, if you are in the US and traded US Open, took advantage of this insane bullish run. Surprised to see this morning, to be honest. Locked myself out of Top Step X here. Just a bit of an update on the last few accounts that we've had. Unfortunately, no bueno. I'm just in a real rut in terms of my trading at the moment. Hence why I'm starting the psychology series to really just work on my mental at the moment. So we've got some Top Step combines here now that we are not on a live account anymore. The plan with these is to probably run for a few 20k payouts instead of the 25k, and just see how long. I'm seeing a lot of people, especially even on Apex now, getting pushed to live accounts like super quick. So yeah, I don't know, the prop firm space is definitely changing at the moment, so just gotta be mindful of that. So the main thing I want to focus on really is just watching the drawdown, watching the risk. I'm too focused on the profit at the moment, and I'm just really not protecting my downside. So that's definitely where we want to work at. Looking at the charts here, just looking for an idea or a plan that we can run with. There's an hourly busy resting right here. Now, it's never a good idea to short when we're near all-time highs. This is just something that I've learned over the past 2.5 years of trading. NQ, I'm honestly anticipating a bit of a pullback. 3 p.m. usually goes opposite from the trend. Got an hourly busy resting in here. I'll just see in terms of volume profile where we're sitting. Value area high is right here. Longs look a little bit more favorable on ES, as we're pretty much at all-time highs. Oh, we've just taken it, have we? No. So all-time highs is resting right here. It's blue. All-time highs. Okay, so still got a bit to go, to be honest. Obviously on MNQ, still got a ways to go here. So what would be lovely would be like a SMT on ES. Just saw the Fed has just printed like an extra 5 billion, I think, into banks. So it's obviously why we're getting a bit of a pump now. I've just seen the SEC has deregulated the minimum amount required to trade a brokerage as well. The minimum was like 25k, and they've just reduced that now. So it's wild times, man. Wild times. I don't think we should be pumping as much as we are, but yeah, I don't know. This whole drama with the US. Looks like we're close to a trade deal, but then again, the US is doing stuff like this where they're blocking the resolution, so they've prevented strikes without Congress approval. So Trump can still just keep striking in Iran if he wants to without approval. It just seems too fishy, if I'm being honest. Doesn't seem legit, but I have to wait and see. Longs definitely would be the most favorable play here, being up 1% on the day already. Before I take a trade, let me just quickly pray for the stream, for you guys, for the charts. Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity, new day, new life, new breath of life. Appreciate that. And just appreciate everyone that is going to be joining us live today watching. Pray for a great day for everyone involved. Pray for us to follow the plan. Not really praying for a profitable day, but just help me to execute well, help me to have a good reference point, and yeah, help us all to be consistently profitable. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Still looking bullish here for now. Just waiting for some type of volume injection. We've already expanded pretty heavily right now, so not anticipating too much of a move. So most I want to risk per trade is 200 bucks. Does look like we want to push. I'm going to go for continuation move here. So pretty much have 4 micros, so we can risk, well, actually 5 if we're using this low. Just going to aim for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So if we can hit 600, then we're going to risk 500 on the next position. Maybe for 1 to 3. I do know on MNQ there's a 4 LCB. A little bit higher here. And right in here. Mark this. Okay. Stops can actually come to this low here, in line with the M3. There's that Sibi resting right there. See if we can come back into here. Add half of our original entry in here. Still risking about 200. Just seeing where this is going to take us. Okay. We're just going to look to keep on adding in. That's all right. Coming down the fill here potentially. So if we can respect this BISI and come back and close back in profit here, look to add in once again. I'm typically, if I'm adding into my positions now, I'm only doing half of whatever I have on the position. If you add too much, your entry price just jumps up too high, and then all of a sudden you're in drawdown where you're just because your price has moved up so much. So keeping it to at least half of what you have available is what has been working for me here. Nice pump. Decent reaction. Just made some equal lows there, so not gonna do anything just yet. Still might come down, tap into this resting right here. So it's gonna mark this out. Decent. So if we take this high, we're gonna look to add in. Stops can go back to this bearish low. We take this high here. Again, just trying to keep that risk at 200 always. Gives us enough ammo. We've obviously got $2,000 max loss, so that's 10 attempts. Nice. That's a bit steep. Is that 200? Decent push here. Crazy past few days, man. New York AM has been putting in some work at the moment. I just wish I lived not on the other side of the world with like a pretty much 12-hour difference. But that's cool. The volume stepping in here. Again, it's these equal lows that I was worried about before. That's cool. Decent stop. Not too worried because the volume isn't looking too crazy. I know the candle is pretty much only halfway done, but I'm not seeing crazy amounts of volume coming straight in here, so not panic stations just yet. Nice. We can take this high again. Same thing. To add in. So if you have an odd number and you're looking to add in and take half, always take the lower end. So obviously there's no half of 9 that we can adequately trade. So between 4 or 5, take the lower always. Let's see. Nice. See if we can flip this bullish. We're still holding these lows. I think we've just had a tiny little wick of them here. But anyway, let's get into some chess. While we wait. What's this here? Okay, let's see if we get stopped out here. We do. We'll see if we hold. Rid of this. Or whether we're going to start spilling to the downside here. Hey, okay. So we got some volume steeping into the downside now. Let's see where we close here. Okay, we've inverted this. It's definitely something to note. And there's some decent volume actually in that candle. What news has just come out? Pakistan. Interesting drop here. Inverted on an M3 too. So we're gonna flip it. I'm in short here now. Risking our 200 once again. 10. We're gonna castle. And so we're just going to go for a 1 to 2 now to at least pull ourselves out of drawdown and be up 1R. So I'm just really trying to take these slow and steady at the moment, not trying to go too crazy. Oh, snap. Oh my days, misclick. Oh, that's ridiculous. Anyway, it is what it is. We do this. We should have trapped him first, actually. About it. Oh, shambles, man. Absolute shambles of a game here, bro. Alright, let's just start a new one. That misclick absolutely cooked me. Alright. Yeah, we're still wanting to drop here. This is interesting. That M15. That's a target here. Okay. Okay, bounce back here. See if we hold. Just gonna adjust our stops just a little bit more here. Now, if we reject and we push down back here on a bearish side, feeling pretty confident to go in a lot heavier on the size here. Here we go. Alright. Stops at this high. Still risking under 200. Yeah, who knows where this could go, to be honest. Slow looks likely. Good reaction to the downside here. So you really need a closure below this, actually. Probably should have waited just a little bit more. Happy with the risk anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, I should have waited for the closure. That's on me there. Likely push higher from here, right? First 30 here. I go right, yeah. Yeah, really need to close past this orange line. Got in too early to add into the position there. Maybe a half would have been okay, but to go full size, after only seeing that, probably wasn't the best move there. Yeah. This guy's quick, man. Try to prevent him from castling. Get this. Yeah. Alright. See if we can close past this. Last 10 seconds here. Okay. Wow. Nuts. Alright, we'll take one more trade today. If it's another L, we'll just call it. Not the greatest start, but that's alright. Trying to see which time frame showed it. So the 2. M2 is still favoring this here. So I think this 4-hour CB is the draw. That was on me again. Not shorting near all-time highs as we just spoke about. Got a bit carried away with the volume on that downward candle. But yeah, we're popping up now. Inverted, that's what we want to see. Start again with our 3. Stops right here. Add another 3. Hit our 200. Back to this 4-hour CB. And again, if we get stopped out, that's it. Calling it for today. Just over 600 for the day as an L. Not ideal, but it is what it is. adding everything on this square here. This unique type thing. Okay, where it is now, actually. This. This is pretty much useless. Interesting in here. Adjust stops just slightly. We're at a 200 limit. Decent pump here. Stops, I'm really actually happy to go all the way here. I'm gonna add into our position here, just waiting for a decent opportunity to do so. Looking okay. Is that 200? Cool. It's a trade. Fine. Let's do this. Try to get the rook into the game. Just gotta be careful of. Okay, there. Line the rooks up here. That's so fast, man. But expecting pull back. Chance here too. We trade. Do this. Take. Alright, let's just trade these. Nice reaction, yeah. It's had a minute closure as well. That's enough of that. Nice. pawn, right? Okay, now this is hanging. Nice. Okay. Actually, no, it's not. Now this guy's trapped. Sugar. Regardless. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. I think that's mate. Nice. Dubs all around, it seems. It's alright. If we... it's actually not a bad spot to add right here. Just gonna check the lower time frames for when we start turning around. Alright, that's not bad right there, to be honest. Yeah, flipping as well. Pretty much go break even here. I don't really want to go much lower than where we're at here. Check that. Ugh. As long as we're keeping our 200 risk, that's really my main concern here. Cool, let's jump into another one. Tracking down here. I did see like a tiny little gap in here, hey. He's going for a gambit here. Just do this. He pushes past, that's okay. Yep. Now this dude's locked in, so... to attack this one. Develop. Alright, nice. Pushing past again. Let's go 15 micros running here now. Target for the day is like 1.9. It wants to get all the way up here. Look to go break even pretty soon on this, especially if we can start getting some closures on a higher time frame. But where we at? Probably shouldn't need to come down to this low here because we've got so much size on now as well, especially with slippage and stuff. That's how, even though it's $200 risk, you lose a lot more. So let's go pretty much to just above break even. Being keto here. But we actually should have done this. That takes this here. Let's see what you're trying to do. Nice climb, yeah. Beauty. So just gonna get under this 3-minute low now. So take about $100 off. 1.5 R loss on the day if it does hit. Alright. At about 1 R now. Unrealized. Yeah, okay. I don't mind this. Yeah, he saw it. Okay. I still don't mind this. It's a pretty elaborate plan. We go here. It's more than likely going to go here, which I don't actually mind. We'll just trade this for this. Push this one forward. He's got to move. And if he does, then we can take the queen. So pretty elaborate plan here, but we're going to run it. Nice. Decent push here. Just adjust stops to this 3-minute low now. It'll be at pretty much 1 R. Loss for the day. We come back. Yep, expected this. Again, we don't care. Take this. Push this. So either way, he loses a piece here. So it actually is worth. Actually, no, it's not. Because it will just take me back here. More than likely going to move the queen. We take this. Oh, we could do something pretty crazy though. Because if we move our queen here, then his king's in check, right? So even though we take, we're going to be blocking this. But if we can move this without being taken, it probably will, to be honest. Alright. That's still the same result. Just targeting that. If I go here, okay, nice. If I go here, he's gonna take anyway. Is there anything else we can do? Oh, actually. I think we actually let him take. The thing I can try and do, where are we? Go here, he's in check. He's gonna move this guy here. Then we can take this piece. But then this is still hanging, that's the only thing. I don't really want that to develop. We can achieve the same thing just by taking this. But I think we protect our knight. Since we're up a knight right now. So this is protected. It's just this knight that's not protected now. Take. Just takes me. Check, same thing. So let's do this. Alright, coming down here. Keep it to this M5 low actually. Alright. Should be winning a pawn here. Now we can do our check idea. So even if he brings this out, we take, and that's protected. So we're just up a pawn. There's a free pawn right here as well. Because if this moves forward, then I'm sort of trapped. So I think we take this. Threatening this, he's going to move this here. Protects this piece. But then we can just get this free pawn here now as well. So we can either take with this, threatening the queen straight away. I think we do that rather than bringing this guy into the action. So let's take this. Okay. We can just pull this back. Check, double check. He's gonna take. Oh wow. This came right back. Okay, crazy. It's alright. I'm taking some off at least, that's the main thing. There's the M5. So this will be our next entry. It's alright, still counting that as a win in the books. Slow and steady race here. Took up a lot of time. I'm gonna have to move pretty quick now. I think he takes this. Yeah, that makes sense. Do this. Okay. Queen's on a bit of a solo mission though. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's see if we get tapped here. Okay, I was not expecting that. Interesting. We don't have too much time, hey? We're just gonna kick the queen out. Oh, no way, dude. Oh, wow. That's rough. Can't go chasing that, unfortunately. More than likely gonna make new highs here. That's rough. Still respected this, hey. See if we can come down. interesting move here. Yeah, it's just his queen solo dollar, so yeah, that's nice. Good move. Gonna. Ooh. Well, this is actually a decent check now, actually. Just we lose protection here. So let's do this. Then check. 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 Check here. Okay, still coming down. I'll move back. Check here. Pushes back up. We've got check here. Ooh. We don't have much time at all, do we? Okay. I think his only move is there, right? Oh, you can go back up there too. Let's see where he goes. Pushing up here again. Nice. Oh my goodness. Crazy pump here. Respected this M3. See if we can just end the day, break even here. And this 4-hour CB is really the target. I think we get to all-time highs eventually, just considering how close we are. Okay, we can get rid of this. 500. My hard stuff for the day hit 500. Just gonna call it. Back. Wow. There's putting out 200. Yo, what's up, Dumb Tech? Good. Hope you're well yourself, man. To join the stream. See. Right, open. Well, and it's okay. It's okay. I can do it. Go back to the 3. Takes. Even if it takes a take. I take. Nice. Now we have this massive diagonal right. So call it in the last one. Try not to make it too obvious, but I want this square. If you oh, probably will. Not a great closure on the M3. Alpha. I can barely. just take. Not sure if you guys are hearing me. I got a new mic and it seems that I have to be very close to it for it to do its thing. Nice. Beautiful pump. So it looks like this thing probably wants to go near all-time highs is what I'm going to say. And where is that? Essentially all the way up here, right? We're approaching market close though, so we definitely might not have the juice to get there now. Let's wait and see. Okay, still thinking. I think we sacrificed the knight here. He probably takes here, and then I think it's check. Not mate. I'm just trying to see what actually happens. Okay. Smart guy. Smart guy. I think it's still okay though, because if he takes, say he takes with this, then we take, and then this takes, then we're kind of cooked. So I'm not sure if I like taking, we're out materials, so we might as well trade. Do we take this first though? Yeah, probably, because all these pieces are a lot closer to the king, so. Alright, we're going to add into this position once again here. Can just take this free pawn as well now. Do that. Alright, nice. I'm going to add in here. As we approach the end of the session here. Markets are getting close to closing, so back to our M3. Oh snap, I know what he's trying to do. This back rank. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Good move, dude. Good move. Let's do this then. Okay, nice. Pretty much break even now. Should take some off at this CV. So we 1-8. Depending on what we want to do, we'll just see if we blast through this level. If we do, we should have a nice bit of volatility. Okay, that's not ideal. Alright, approaching the next hour here on the next few seconds. I think we'll approach break even here, just as the hourly comes up. last few seconds here. Would love an absolute pump, but just have to wait and see. Oh, that's not great. Let's do this, protecting this, but then also attacking his rook. Looking like a no bueno here once again. Yep. Ah, man. Rough one. Looks like it's going for that hourly Bissy. So resting it at about here. Short probably is the call as we're approaching the end of the market too as well. So going in for a short position here. See if we can just get ourselves to break even. Trying to fade this counter trend as the new hour opens up. Okay. And trade here. Got equal material. Still pushing lower here. Yeah, nice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We're just going to focus on MNQ here for the last few minutes. Market's going to shut soon on Top Step X. Yeah, the short play seems actually ideal here. Waiting to see some further movement to the downside. There we go. Adding in. Going for a counter trend play. There's actually a lot of volume in that 1 minute candle right there. Right off the new hourly open. So probably a lot of buyers that are getting out of their positions here. Yeah, if we can end break even, I'll be happy with that. 2.5 R we'll take as well. Just gotta be careful in a higher time frame if we're stopping at key levels now. Okay, nice. Cool. Don't really want us to lose this high, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's see if we hold. Want a closure down towards this low or continuation to this downside. There we go. Alright, nice. Respecting this. We can look to add in and then put our stops at this high now. Just want to see this low taken. Further continuation. It's very hesitant to short these markets right now. If we can take that previous low, there we go. Alright, cool. We can take this low, probably going to look to go break even here. Again, I'm just not too confident on the short right now, being so close to all-time highs. We tried it before, it didn't work, so... Not saying it can't work now, but just low probability. I'm going to go ahead and move stops right here to break even. Yeah, I'm just not liking. It's getting no willingness to go lower. I think this might be it today, guys. We're getting to our territory of overtrading right now, and so I think I'm gonna call it here. The market's about to close as well for Topstep X, so it's not much point getting into another trade here. Bit unfortunate we didn't take off more profit on that upward move. Could have taken ourselves out of drawdown, but I'm happy with the way that we've managed our risk right now. It's a lot better than how I have been trading. Yep, didn't hit the target today, but that's all sweet. Always a new day tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I think so. Markets open pretty soon, and then it's going to be about 8 a.m. my time here in Australia. So looking likely for a position there. But I think our original move, our original idea of just taking a long from that open, we just held that, used a higher time frame stop loss rather than dropping down into a lower time frame, would have helped. And there you go. NQ moved to close status. So yeah, happy with that, to be honest. Could have been worse, could have been better, but yeah, good session for today. And thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you same time tomorrow. Take care. Peace.